Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is the third video in a three-part series where I am going to talk about money in our business and starting a business and what the income looks like, what expenses look like, what investment looks like, and really just I want to have kind of like a living journal of a small business, hopefully growing into something that's profitable around year 5. I think there's not enough talk about how to start a business or what it looks like to start a flower farm or the true expenses that go into starting a business or creating something from absolutely nothing. We have no knowledge of farming, we have no knowledge of flowers, and we certainly have no knowledge of running our own business. So if this is something that interests you, stick around. I'm going to talk about my goals for our second year growing 2023. So let's get into it. If you haven't watched the other two videos, check those out first. One is talking about our exact numbers in terms of our expenses for our first year. Some of them were a little bit frivolous, but for the most part, I feel like it's pretty accurate. We're farming at about a core. Last year was probably like 1/8 of an acre. This year we're going to try to bump it up to 1/4 of an acre. But that first video is going to talk about all of our expenses that we incurred to the penny. And then the second video, you can search for that, and that is talking about our income. So our income was nowhere near what we spent, and we anticipated that, but the income that we did get was super helpful so that we can continue to use that money to buy and reinvest into our business. So this video is going to talk about our goals for next year. So let's get into it. Last season, 2022, we made $1,532. 60% of that was from the flower stand. About 26% was from wedding donations. I just asked for donations because I did it pro bono. I wanted to have some pictures that I could use for my website, and to be honest, I was just really not confident that I was going to be able to design anything worth being photographed. So I didn't. These ladies were very, very gracious in letting me be part of their day and have something in their wedding that is going to be in their pictures forever. So I didn't have the confidence to charge, and creating a bid for flowers, for wedding flowers, is really intimidating. It's kind of challenging. You really have to keep up with what's going around in your particular market. And then globally, to a certain extent, how expensive are the same things that are coming in from being flown in from all over the world. And then how do yours compare? Are you organic? How valuable is the flower in and of itself? How much do people want it? All of that kind of stuff. What are other growers in your area charging? Which I had no idea, so I didn't feel comfortable charging for the wedding, but I did earn some donations, which was really thoughtful and super helpful. And then custom orders was 14%. So that was just 100% word of mouth. And we got quite a few orders, anywhere from graduation to birthday parties to anniversaries to thank you bouquet. It was really, that was really great last year, but $1,532. So we're really essentially trying to multiply that by 10. The flower stand, we're hoping to earn $3,000. Now, last year, we got the stand started super late in the season. I think it was like the second week of July. So we missed out on end of April sales, May sales, June sales, and beginning of July sales. So being able to have another maybe 8 weeks that we can sell will hopefully allow us to reach that $3,000 number. Or also adding early season things that we did not grow last year, ranunculus, tulips, and then we have fall things like dahlias, mums, and we're going to do some decorative winter squash. So hopefully we'll be able to extend the season, start it a little bit earlier, have things that people are excited about, stuff at the end of the year too, to hopefully bring in that $3,000 from the farmer's stand. Also going to try to get into one or two farmers markets, and our goal is to sell 20 bouquets a week for $20 each. For 20 weeks. Now, our growing season isn't necessarily 20 weeks, but that's kind of just an easy number to remember. 20, 20, 20. When you multiply that all out, it's $8,000. So we're hoping to earn $8,000 from the market in whatever form that comes, but it breaks down to about $500 a week, and that would be over 16 weeks. What else? Weddings. So we're hoping to do at least 1 or 2 weddings, whether that's DIY buckets or doing the a la carte menu like we're hoping to do in the future. We're hoping to earn $3,000. So if that's 3 weddings, if that's 5 weddings, if that's 1 wedding, that is our goal. But we do want to get a little bit into the wedding market and capture that group of people that don't want to go all out on their wedding, but also don't want to make the bouquets themselves. So $3,000 for weddings. Excuse me. Okay. And then custom orders. So our custom orders were about $200 last year, and we are hoping to double that, hoping just more word of mouth. When people see that we have more things to offer, we're hoping that we can bump that or double that from the last year in 2022. The last thing we want to do is really try to reach out to our local florists. There are some florists in the neighborhood. Actually, there's one that just moved into a much larger space, and there are your standard flowers that he probably can order in from the wholesaler. What we would love to do is be a source of extra fresh flowers, really unique flowers, rare flowers, heirloom flowers, delicate flowers, flowers in color palettes that you don't necessarily have access to when you're buying from global markets. There's really a standardization of the color, the height, the petals, everything. Whereas flowers that are growing really naturally, and we want to be certified organic, so organically, have uniqueness to every single petal. The color variations vary, and that's part of what makes them beautiful, because they fit together even though they're not all standard height, not all standard colors. There's a little bit of that variation, which makes, I think, which brings so much character, personality, and vibrancy to a bouquet. So we are hoping to get in with florists, and that's $500. So whether that looks like a couple florists each spending $50 every other week, or if that's one florist that spends $500 in one go. I mean, I don't really even know that world, so I don't really know what that looks like. Pardon me, but that is our goal. We do want to get in touch with flowers and just help them also promote the local flower movement by using local flowers in their arrangements. I don't think people love flowers, but people don't know flowers beyond what they know, right? So we want to be the farm that helps to introduce some of those flowers to our local florists. So that's that's the goal for florists next year. That's it. We're going to continue the flower stand. We're going to try to triple that number. We are going to try to pop into the farmers market 1 or 2. So that's going to be a new venture, and that's going to be $8,000 that we're hoping to earn there. We're going to continue in the wedding market, and we're hoping to earn about $3,000, which is about 5-6 times as much as we made last year. And then custom orders, hoping to double that by word of mouth, continue on that marketing scheme. It seems to be going good. And then getting into the world of florists. So 3 new things that we did last year, and then introducing 2 different forms of selling. So that is our plan for 2023. Again, that's $15,000. And again, that is 10 times the amount that we made last year in 2022. I think it's really feasible. I think it's going to take a lot of work. It's really nerve-wracking because I don't know how many flowers I'm going to have in terms of getting 20 bouquets to the market every week. But if you don't try, if you don't start, you will never know. And I rather try and look stupid and have my flowers be such a hit that I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't have any more flowers this week or next week because I sold them all. I'd rather be that person than the person who's like, I'm not going to even try because I don't know if I'll have enough. Because you'll never know if you have enough, right? And if you don't have enough, that's probably a good thing because everyone's buying your stuff. So anyways, that's the last part of my little series on money, starting a small business and starting a flower farm. Maybe that's what it should be called. Money. Starting a small business and starting a flower farm. Anyways, check out the other 2 videos if you haven't checked them out already, and stay tuned. I'm going to be talking about what kind of seeds I have, how I plan my garden, And then I'll probably be close to starting some of my seeds. My eucalyptus and my lisianthus are going to be going in soil in probably 5 weeks. So anyways, stick around, and if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video.